Okay, so hello everyone. In the last class, we have seen how we can create this form. Okay, so this is what Django form. We have created this form using Django. So what we have done, we have created one form.py file. Inside the form.py file, we imported form class. Okay, we use form class in order to create the form, right? And then what we have done, we have sent this form. Okay, we have sent this form into what views.py. Okay, views.py. And after views.py, we have shared this code to the template. Okay, we have sent this code to the template. We send the form first to the view, and second we have sent to the template, and from template it is rendering here on the browser. Okay, or we can say it is rendering to the end user. Okay, so we have seen this process, right? And we have already know like this is what Python code. We have written Python code in order to create the form. But what happened, the Python code we have written, that Python code will convert it into what template code or HTML code. Okay, so we are converting our Python form into what HTML form. Okay, we are sending to the views, then we are sending to the template, and we are rendering to the end user. But yes, like in last video we have seen there was a problem when we were submitting. So it is taking input, but when we were submitting this form, so it was saying some error. It was showing some error. Okay, and what was the error? What was the error? Let's see. If you will submit this form, so it will show you forbidden. Okay, and it will show you CSRF verification failed, requested abroad, aborted. Okay, request is aborted, and help, it is showing reason given for failure, CSRF token is missing. So today we will see how we can submit our form successfully and what is this CSRF token. Okay, so let's see. Okay, CSRF token. So CSRF is nothing but CSRF. Okay, so what is the full form of CSRF? Cross site request forgery. Okay, so cross site request forgery token. Okay, so this is the full form of CSRF, right? Now, so Django says Django says what? Every form should satisfy CSRF verification. Okay, so this is a rule in Django. Whenever you are creating form using Django, means it should satisfy CSRF verification. Okay, it must follow the CSRF verification. Otherwise, Django will not accept our forms. Okay, so this is a mistake we are doing in our code. In our code, okay, in our code we didn't implement CSRF token. Okay, that's why we are not able to submit our Django form. Okay, so what is the mean? What's the mean? So it means for website security. Okay, for website security reason. Okay, what's the mean of CSRF? For the website security reason, we use CSRF token. Okay, in Django, being a programmer, we are not required to worry anything about this. Okay, so we should not worry about the validation and verification. As a programmer, our task is to write the code. So that's why Django offered us one token. So use this token whenever you are creating a form, and if you want, like, your form should not be like injected by any attack. So you should use this token. Cross-site request forgery token. Okay, so it verify our submission. It verify our submission, right? Whether it is valid or invalid. Is it authentic details or unauthentic? Okay, so that's the reason. That's the reason we have to add CSRF underscore token in our form, right? So this we have to do. So we have to add what CSRF token in our form whenever we are creating form. So whenever we are using form, here I am importing form. Okay, I'm using form here. So here I need to add what CSRF token. Okay, so I will write here curly braces and I mean percentage symbol, and here I will write CSRF underscore token. So when you write CSRF underscore token means whenever anyone submit your form, whenever someone submit the form or user will submit the form, so it will validate the details, credential of the form. Okay, then it will allow submission. So it will check the CSRF token, right? So let's see whether it is submitting or not. Let me just let me run the server again. Py manage.py run server. Okay, server executed. Now let's go to the browser and let me just refresh it. Okay, I will go to the student endpoint which we have created in last video. If you haven't seen, so you can follow the last video. We discussed Django form in detail in the last video. So let me press enter now. So it is showing form. Let me write name and marks is like 90. Let me submit it now. So see, form is submitted. Form is submitted means no error is coming. Now error is not coming. Okay, in the next video, we will discuss about how to store the form data, how to process the form data, everything we will discuss in detail. But till now we have discussed, means in the last video and this, we have seen how to work with Django form, how to create Django form, how to send the form to the views.py, and from views.py how to send data to the template, and from template how to display the data to the end user, and how we can add the CSRF token in our form in order to successfully submit the form. So I hope you are understanding. I hope you guys are understanding now. So in the last video we already discussed about these steps and everything. Okay, so in the last video we have discussed about working with Django form, and we have seen the purpose of forms, different types of form we have seen. Okay, so we have seen how to use the form here and some notes, and we have seen the advantage of Django form over the HTML forms. Okay, so these are the advantages. You can go through with it. Okay, so previously in last videos, when we are creating database, when we are storing data inside the database table, so we are creating model class, and model class we are converting into a database table. How we were converting model class into database table? Using make migration and migrate. So here we are creating form class in Django. We are creating form class. Form class is not a HTML code. This is what? This is Python code. And we are converting it into what? HTML code. Right? So we have discussed this. So what's the process to generate Django form? We have seen create Django project, create app, okay, Django app, and add app into what? Settings.py, and inside app folder create forms.py. Okay, we have created a file which is forms.py, and inside the forms.py we imported one module which is forms. Okay, and we created our user defined class, which is student form. Student form class we have created, and this form class inherited by form module, and inside what form class is there. So form class, this is what form class is, a parent class of student form, or simply we can say form is a parent class and student form is a child class. And we have created here two fields, two inputs. One is character field, the second one is integer field. Okay, so the form we are sending to the views.py, and from views.py we are sending to the template, and templates, from templates we have created one URLs, and after URL user can interact with our form. Okay, create template folder we have seen. Okay, and what are the steps to create the template folder? Then we have created input.html in order to display the form, right? If we submit this form, we will get 403 status code, which is the mistaken, which means some error is there in our code. Okay, 403 means like at the time of submission we are getting some error. Okay, so what was the error? It was the failure of CSRF token. Okay, request is aborted. Then we have seen what is the CSRF token, cross-site request forgery token. This is so every Django should satisfy CSRF verification, otherwise Django will not accept our form. It means for website security. It means for website security. We use CSRF token. Django use CSRF token for website security. Being a programmer, we are not required to worry anything about this security and all. Okay, so we have to just add the CSRF token, and Django will take care of this validation and verification of the data. All right, so this much we have seen. So everyone, please practice from the last video if you haven't seen. And if you have seen the last video, so practice the code. And if you have any doubt, any confusion, any issue, so you can write the comment. And thank you for watching this video. In the next video we will discuss like how we process the data of the form, how we will store the form data and everything, and after that we will start RESTful API using Django. Okay, we will understand the REST API. All right, so stay tuned everyone. So thank you for watching this video. I hope everyone doing good in their life. All right, fine everyone, bye.